We need to call this stuff out wherever we see it. For the left, this isn't about good government or corporate governance. It's about winning at all costs, even if that means shredding the First Amendment. And that's why we need to be vigilant about every one of these assaults. They may seem small and isolated in the particular, but together they reflect a culture of intimidation that extends throughout the government, a culture abetted by a bureaucracy that stands to benefit from it. The moment a gang of U.S. senators started writing letters last year demanding the IRS step in and force more disclosure upon conservative groups, we should have all cried foul. The moment the White House proposed a draft order requiring applicants for government contracts to disclose their political affiliations, we all should have called them out. When the HHS secretary told insurance companies, this was back during the Obamacare debate, told the insurance companies they couldn't tell their customers how Obamacare would impact them, we all should have pulled the alarm. And as soon as we realized that left-wing groups were manufacturing a public outcry for corporate disclosure at the SEC, we should have exposed that for what it was. There might be some folks out there waiting for a hand-signed memo from President Obama to Lois Lerner to turn up. Don't hold your breath. What I'm saying is that a coordinated campaign to use the levers of government to target conservatives and stifle speech has been in full swing and in open view for all of us to see for years. It's been carried out by the same people who say there's nothing more to the Disclose Act than transparency and no more to other disclosure regulations than good government. But the IRS scandal puts the lie to all this posturing. Because now we know what happens when government gets in the hands of this gets its hands on this kind of information. When it's able to isolate its opponents, and whether you're a pro-Israel group or a Tea Party group in Louisville, they can make your life miserable. Even worse for democracy, they can force you off the political playing field, which is really what they want and precisely what we cannot allow. There are a lot of important questions that remain to be answered about the IRS scandal, but let's don't lose sight of the larger scandal that's been right in front of us for 5 years. A sitting president who simply refuses to accept the fact that the public isn't going to applaud everything he does. This president expects the public to applaud everything he does. So my plea to you today is that you call out these attacks on the First Amendment whenever you see them, regardless of the target. Because the right to free speech doesn't exist to protect what's popular, it exists to protect what is unpopular. And the moment we forget that the moment we forget that, we're all at risk, from right to left. If liberals can't compete on a level playing field, they should think up better arguments. What's wrong with the competition of ideas? Are your arguments so weak that you have to try to intimidate and shut up your opponents in order to try to win the game? Look, the only way to beat a bully is to fight back. And that's what all of us need to do. Be wise to the ways of the left. Never give an inch when it comes to free speech. Thank you very much.